band. 35 years. I Want to Be Rich. Now with the 35th anniversary celebration version, we just want to just say that we really appreciate you guys. You've all been great. And can we just reminisce and go back to when the very first version was recorded? So for those of you who may have those curious minds, it was a time when we were going into our fourth album, and by this time we had not gotten a major hit with our former group Midnight Star. We were still knocking at the door, making every album a little better than before. There was a major meeting of minds with Quincy Jones and his concert backstage in Indianapolis, Indiana, and he kind of opened the door up to what making a project is about. What the hair bumps on your arm mean, uh, having a single-minded approach to making hit music, and a lot of other great goodies that he brought for us. But did you get a chance to to, to shake Mr. Jones's hand at that time?
Yeah, exactly. And just inspiration, all the great things he did during his lifetime and career is life changing.
That meeting led to the making of the No Parking of the Dance Floor album, because we knew at that point every song had to be a hit. We had to knock down some doors and some walls and break into the business in the way that we always dreamed of. And the entire group, all the guys in Midnight Star and Belinda, we put our heads together and just really, really dug in. So one day, in the midst of getting ready for rehearsal and writing session, I walk in the room, and Melvin is standing in front of the mirror, just acting silly, having fun, and getting himself inspired for the day. And he's singing, "I want to be rich." And he did it over and over. And I said, "Wait a minute, that song got some potential. That sounds like a hit song to me. Let's go finish it right now." So we grabbed Belinda and Vincent, get down in the basement at one of our writing rooms in 931 Cincinnati, Ohio, to make it happen. And in that session, we worked out the chorus and some of the beat section. But we quickly realized that the song at that time was not matching the energy of what we were doing, because we were coming with freakazoid, no parking, electricity,
Slow jam.
a whole other thing. And I believe Rich had a lighter feel to it at the time. So we put that on hold. But years later, 1986, when we left Midnight Star, we began to produce a lot of other artists and had the pleasure of making #1 records with Levert, Casanova, Jumpstart My Heart, Gladys, Natalie Cole,
Love Board, Gladys Knight, George, Teddy Pendergrass, and just kept going from there.
and all these hit records in a row. Dick Griffey finally came to us and said, "How would you guys like to make a Calloway record?" And we said, "What took you so long?" Because by the time we had really wanted to do it for a long time, and about a couple of years had passed. So we signed in 1989 for our solo album, and we began to go through our songs, our catalog of ideas. And what did we find?
I want to be rich.
I want to be rich. And at that point, we began to finish the song, to finish the verses, to finish the bridge, rearrange a lot of the music parts, and to give it all those different little minor hooks that bring a person in to want to be a part of the song. And to complete the recording that song, we brought in some of the greatest musicians.
Yeah, we had Jeff Lauber doing some of the programming. One of the major keyboard players was still around. Donnell Spencer, De Levance came in on vocals. We had Charles Ferring on guitar,
Chucky Booker on keys,
Palladium on percussion,
Kim Molly on percussion, Kipper Jones also on background vocals, Keith John. We even had some of Club Nouveau come in. Valerie came in from next door. They were working on their album. We said, "We need a female. Who's in the building?" And Valerie had the sweetest, most perfect voice for the la 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 la. So that's the way records are made a lot of times. It's who's around. So make yourself available. That started a whole flush of emotions. And once Epic heard the record, as well as of course Solar, they said, "Can we have a pop record?" For the winter of the '89, and did a major push and got to do all the great TV shows. Downtown Julie Brown, come on, man.
Who else was? Oh,
Pat Sajak,
God.
Arsenio Hall.
I don't know why it's slipping my mind now.
Oh, I got you. I got you. But what and, Soul Train. That's the one. So what a great time. And
Dionne Warwick.
Dionne Warwick. I love Dionne's statement. She said, "I don't want just like anybody. I'm really particular and peculiar about who I let on the stage." And she welcomed us and being a great fan of all the great songs that she sung on. In fact, that's how I learned to write music, was listening to Burt Bacharach and Hal Davis and all the great music that came before us. But so here we are 35 years later. You said there's a whole other generation that's never heard, because a couple of generations that never heard the song before, right? So it's like, do we just do it like we did it before, or do we flip it up and change it? Talking to one of our mentors, Herb Trawick, he said, get yourself a young, powerful producer, let him go in there, mix it up, stay out the way, and do something for the young people. And that's just what we did. So this inversion with Darius Phonics Barnes is incredible, working with us on that project and helping to produce it. And we're just so excited. And we offer to you as another alternative, definitely with a little bit more hip hop flavor, a dance vibe that's different, uh, fresh beats, but the lyrics and the melodies and the performance remains intact to give it that killer vibe, mixing the season with the new and fresh.
And I just take it to another level. Just have fun.
So that's what we're doing, and we have a lot more versions. We have a contest we're going to talk about a little bit later for all you guys that want to participate in the song and celebrate it with us. So until then, stay rich with love,
Peace and happiness.
peace, and happiness. Thank you much.